No more. I said no more. No más. No más. No más. No más.
But there's plenty of room, gringo.
No, sí, hasta arriba, hasta arriba.
Guys, it ain't about room, all right? It's about weight. Now, we agreed on 200. I even put on 300.
No, Barry, eso le cabe más hasta arriba.
No más. No más.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Glad to have you here in the V1HQ, or glad to be with you, rather, from the V1HQ, sitting in somewhere in South Africa. I don't know what the route is. I picked out 2 dirt strips. We're going to fly between them. We're going to have some fun. We're in an A400M. The only problem is it's pretty windy, and my airplane is getting blown around over there on the chalk. So I hope we can actually not crash. But and I also haven't even tested a takeoff out of this airport. The airport that I tested a takeoff out of, it was a little bit too close to the destination. So I just picked another one and we loaded in, and we're gonna find out together if it works out. Yeah, we are in Africa. We're somewhere. We're Famku, and we're going to Faku. That's where we're going. They're dirt strips. They're about 100 miles apart. We're gonna fly the A400M, and if it's too short, we can actually take it down to Cape Town for our final leg. Kind of bring in the load of the aircraft to a little larger city. But here we are. This is a beautiful little airport. I have no idea where it is or what the relation is to anybody around here. If there's a town, I'm not sure. Whoa. But I just absolutely love the scenery down here. This has prompted me. We're gonna want to do a little bit of a mini Africa tour coming up soon. Maybe when we hit the 50K sub mark. But here she is, the A400M in all her glory. Not sure how it got in here, but when you need help delivering cargo, there's only one man to call, and that's Barry Seal. So we got Barry Seal here. We're going to try to get this puppy out of here. Thank goodness the chocks are in place, because, yeah, I don't know about that. If we didn't have chocks, I don't know if that would work out. So no Iveo Premium. I don't even know where the radio switches are on this airplane, man. I couldn't figure out how to flip the radios around, so I didn't load up Iveo Premium. I didn't get anything set up. Plus, where we're at, I don't think anybody's going to be flying around here. But just take in the scenery. We got this little guy. He's going to help us out here. He's our flight engineer. He's going to come with us today. So Ramper's taking a leak in the bush. Yeah, so this is our bird here, EC406. This is the Any-Build's A400M. And I got to tell you, I don't like the walk-around mode for airliner stuff, like when you just want to do a free flight. Like I wish there was an option where you could spawn. You know, like just give me an option. Like, do you want to spawn walk-around? Do you want to spawn in the airplane? Like if you're doing airline stuff. However, I really like walk-around mode for pretty much everything else, because it allows you to really get a size of the airplane, and you really get a much larger appreciation for the aircraft that you're about to fly. So I like the walk-around mode a lot. I think it'd be cool if there was maybe a toggle for when you're doing, airliner stuff, tube liner, the boring flying that we like to do on this channel as well. But this is much more exciting. And I hope you guys are ready to have a good time, because I'm ready to have a good time. The sounds are so close to being good. I think we just need better startup sounds. I don't know if it's an Any-Builds thing. I feel like Any-Builds has been really consistent in having inconsistent sounds, and the startup is pretty inconsistent. Now, flying the airplane, though, man, when we juice up the sounds, I feel like I'm flying a really, really heavy Airbus turboprop, and that's exactly what this is. It's just a lot of fun, man. I don't know if it's illegal, but I put it in ground idle in flight with the speed brakes out, and we're basically going straight down. I mean, it's absolutely awesome. So we have a fun route plan. Like I said, pretty much a direct 2 straight line. We got some terrain to climb over, but let's just take this in here, huh? Look at this bird. Now I'm thinking we got to find a windsock, because I hear wind blowing around. What is this? What is that? Oh, I thought it was like a bug. There's something. You guys see that? There's something floating around in the sky there. Oh, it's gone now. Anyway, I don't know where the windsock is, but I hear wind blowing. So can we look at the grass to determine the wind location, the wind direction? I'm not sure. But yeah, you can see the airplane is definitely rocking. So there is a runway. There's a crossing runway over there. I don't know if I don't really have time to run all the way down there, but I think if we taxi down there and then go this direction, we fly off the cliff, and that way we don't have any terrain to fly into. I think if we take off that direction, it would be quite the challenge to clear that mountain there. So we're gonna have to start up taxi, and hopefully we can figure it out around here. So pro streamer, you know, I probably should have at least tested this out. I didn't test it out on this departure, but it's more fun this way. So thank you all. Welcome in. All the shout outs here in chat. Also, one apology. Sorry, I know the poll, y'all voted for the 777 freighter. That's my mistake. The PMDG team, they sent me an email a couple days ago, and it said, if you don't use the same email that I'm emailing you on, let me know so I can send it to you, or your shop account. I never responded. I assumed it was the same email. It wasn't, so I do not have access to the 777 freighter yet. Not sure if I'll get it. If I do, we'll fly it. If not, we'll fly it after it releases. But it wasn't that I was just trying to ignore the poll. I literally I don't have it. So we're going to audible, and this was the closest thing that you guys wanted to see from yesterday, doing A400M versus career move. So anyway, Zippy Zapple, good to see you. What's up, man? Bomb Tech, Flight Sim School, Road Jogan. Bomb Tech's here. Oh, boy. Does the A400M have auto trim? Aaron, I believe it does. I believe it flies just like the Airbus, man. That's how I've been flying it. So let's go ahead and power this thing up. Thing is, we actually do have ground power available. I didn't think we were going to have ground power. So let's go ahead and get these batteries on. We'll go ahead and turn on the external power. I was fully expecting to not have ground power, so I was practicing my battery starts. One other thing I like to do is turn these integrals down. They're quite bright. We'll turn the integral light down. And I don't know if ground power is going to be on the whole time because the way the airplane is rocking. So let's go ahead and get the APU running just in case for some reason it triggers us to move. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll get the nav lights on. We'll get the APU fired up. I do have some pretty cool views bound. Check these out. Jeremy, what's up, man? Good to see you. Do we have a side stick? Yes, this aircraft is flown by side stick, and today I'll be rocking the Moza. You guys know. Nope, that's not the right camera. Give me a second. There we go. That's the right camera, I think. Can you guys see it? Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be rocking the Moza, but I'm running the MH16 grip on here now. So this is the Moza base with the Moza grip. Just because the real aircraft has a few extra buttons, so I decided I'll put the MH16 grip on there. Yes, I know it's a left hand, but I don't want to flip my entire setup around for the A400 flight. And we're going to be running the Throttletek, which it's basically the same thing. I mean, if you look at it, you got a 6x4, so I bound 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and we're pretty much good to go. So that's what we're going to be rocking for controls today. Is the camera bug fixed? Look, I only had that particular bug in the A319. So I'm not sure if that's an A319 issue or what, but we might have to go back in the 319 to see. You can hear the APU spooling up. Excellent. We'll go ahead and clear the caution. All right, so a couple things to note. I've already loaded the aircraft here. This is what we've got. So let's go ahead and manually import this information. So flight number, we're going to be operating as Bourbon BBN 357. These airports do not exist in SimBrief either, so we have to do this the old school. PFD looks just like our Airbus jet and even has something that looks like an ECAM. It does, Jeremy. You're going to see the similarities. Very, very similar. Very similar to the 380 and 350. All right, this is going to be mission number Gringo 1. That's our first mission. All right, the from and to, we have to manually import these. So I'm going to hit enter. Let me pull up my EFB here. So the from is FAMQ, FAMQ. All right. And destination is FAQ, FAQK. Excellent. Cruise flight level, we'll take it up to, let's start out 14,000 feet. 140. We're going to basically a short range cruise. All right, excellent. So that is set up. IRS is in the align mode. Let's go back to our flight plan. FAMQ departure. So we have runways 1735 and 05 and 23. I'm going to actually hang tight on loading these up here. Let me clear out my scratch pad messages. because I want to wait to see what actual runways, see, I have no charts, right? I have no charts here. Can I zoom in and see what the runway numbers are? That's what I'm trying to do here. So this is FAMQ. It doesn't really show the additional runways. What about map mode? How about terrain? How about satellite? Okay, so this is what we want right here. So we want to blast off of this runway. If this is 3.5, then this runway's got to be, what do you think that runway is? That's got to be 0.5. We're going to plan with runway 0.5 for our departure. So we're going to go ahead and temporary runway 0.5. Insert, and then we'll insert that one. All right, good. Migs, thanks for the 5 Canadian, my man. Appreciate you. I just joined and I I get told to fact you. Well, let's see how it is. Migs, well, welcome aboard. Hey, look, that's the name of the destination. I did spawn into the destination airport. I'm pretty sure we can land there distance-wise. I did not practice an approach in there, but I did spawn into the airport, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be a fun little landing, because it's basically sitting on a little plateau. There's a building and trees on one side, so we're gonna have to determine which way we want to land. So I haven't attempted a landing there. I did do one landing on a pavement airport just to make sure I had all my controls bound. So I think it's gonna be fun, man. You're gonna like FAQ. But thanks for the Canadian, man. Appreciate you. So all right. So now looking at the FAQ airport. So let's just go here. And we're going to go arrival, and let's select runway 36. That's the longest one. We'll adjust that if necessary when we get up there, right? So that looks good. Is my click spot off? Why can't I go vacuum, arrival, runway 36, approach A36. That's what I want. Give me that center line fix. So that's a center line fix to runway 36. All right, that is inserted. Our flight plan is pretty much good to go. We're going to go over to the perf. And before we do perf, actually, let's go to fuel and load. Now, here's my question that I have to y'all. I need more blue hydraulic to open this door. I don't have... Where's the PTU, or the electrical hydraulic? So if you look at my hydraulic page, I'll pull this up, and you can see here, blue hydraulic is powered by 1 and 2. There seems to be an electric pump for the blue system. I need to find the blue system so I can open the main cargo door. Digital Merc says it's further up. Okay, so let's go further up. Aha! Thank you, sir. Blue electric pump on. Now let me see if this works. Now we've got blue PSI. Now check this out, y'all. This is actually pretty cool stuff. Main cargo door, please. I like how the little stands come down. Excellent. So our cargo door is completely open. Now we'll go ahead and we'll kill that blue electric pump as well. Man, this overhead is so large, you know, when you really see it when you're trying to look up there. Flight Sim Captain, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Love the content and in real tips in that. Hey, Flight Sim Captain. So tonight we're gonna try to do some more real world tips tonight. We're going to go back into career mode, and I'm feeling motivated, man. It's basically going to be a free flight instructor cross country flight planning tonight in career mode. We're going to do a couple ferry flights, maybe 1 or 2. I'll try to do them proper tonight, so hope you stick around. But thank you for the $2 super chat. Spoilers? Yeah, we got spoilers and everything, man. So hold on, let me just finish my, we just got a line, so let me finish everything else here that I wanted to do. So I'm going to go back to fuel and payload. If I apply load, I think I already applied it. Let me just make sure it's doubly applied. We have to put in our live gross weight, 109.4 kg. So that's not what I wanted. We want our zero fuel weight. That's planned. Zero fuel weight is 99.1. So 99.1. Enter. All right. And the zero fuel weight CG is down here, 27.5. We'll put 27.5. I know the airplane's rocking. It does appear to be pretty windy out there. Our block fuel on board is 10.3 tons, 10.3. Excellent. Route reserve will do 1 ton. Alternate is not required. Let me clear out my scratch pad down there. There we go. All right, our weights are set. Min fuel at destination, 2.2 tons. Estimated fuel, that looks good. It only says 19 minutes, so we might do a second leg for sure. I was just trying to get the handle on this bird first. All right, so there we go. No alternate required. All right, now we go to our perf.
Good morning, Cap. I know it's been a bit since I last watched you stream. Zippy can update you, but what internation are we flying here today? Lol, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Cheers.
Hey, Callie Simmer, cheers right back at you. Thank you so much for the $10 bank angle check. We're flying an Airbus today, Callie Simmer, but an Airbus that you've probably never seen before on this channel. But thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving as well. And I hope all is well for you all out there in California. So welcome aboard. Thanks again, Callie Simon. I appreciate that $10 bank angle check. All right, we're going to do a flaps 3, and we're going to take off, insert the computation. So 23, 23, 33, toga thrust, trans altitude in feet. I don't know what it is. Let's just call it 18,000. All right, so it's not dinging at us. All right. So that's all set up right there. I'm going to go ahead and put you on the flight plan page, and then I'm going to put you on the perf page, and I think we are just about ready to get things juiced up. We'll set up the rest of our FCU, if that's what they call it on this thing. We'll set up our cruise altitude of 14,000 feet. That looked good. Climb nav blue. I think we're ready to start it up. We really don't need this page anymore. I'll put the ground situation on, and we should have, see, we have insufficient blue, so we're going to come up here, and as a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's get all our fuel tank pumps on before we close up, and then we'll go ahead and turn on the AP bleed. We will disconnect from the external power, and then we will go all the way to the back of the panel up here, juice up the electric blue, and we will go main cargo, shift C. Can I get out there in time to watch it? You can see here, look, the little mini stands come up. That's pretty cool too. All right, so, I mean, what a cool little piece of engineering to have those little tail stands right there. All right, I think we're ready to close up shop. What do you guys say? I'm digging the 5-year badge. Tom, what's up, man? Glad you enjoy it. Yeah, I made the 5-year badge. I can't believe we have 5-year badges. It's crazy. All right. Sugar all the way to Africa. Pablo is really global. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about, all right? GPU disconnected. Wait, what? Self-test in progress. Oh, I did an oopsie there. We pulled the power before actually switching over buses, so give me a second, guys. It's got to do its thing here. I guess why we wait for it to reboot up. I've done that twice now. Let's go both beacons to bright. And we don't need, I guess we'll turn the wing light on because we're going to be starting props out there. So wing lights are on. Bright on the beacon for both. We got everything back. Our doors are closed, so we can close the blue hydraulic, or shut it off rather. We'll close door 1L. You can hear the door closing. And before toggling chocks, we're actually going to spin it up because I don't want to roll backwards. So we're going to, the parking brake is set, but just to be safe, we're going to keep the chocks out there until we have the engines running, all right? So I'll set it right here. Now, I'm not sure the engine start sequence on this puppy, but we're going to go ahead and just start them 1, 2, 3, 4. So ignition mode to ignition start, which I got bound. And then what we do is we come here and we're going to put it into start feather. So, and I believe you can do 2 at a time. So we're going to go feather on 1 and 2. Look at the dust. Oh, is that what did it? Going to walk around mode? Restarted the display? Oh, why are my spoilers out? There we go. Alright, so we've got 1 and 2 running in start feather. Let's go ahead and put 3 and 4 into start feather as well. One engine after another. Oh, okay, my bad. I was starting them 2 at a time. That's alright. I gotta say, I do like the model. I know, I'm not forgetting chocks. I'm not forgetting chocks. I'm just trying to have my engines up and running because I don't want to roll backwards. Alright, so those are available. Let me go outside real quick. This might restart our displays, huh? Chocks are pooled. Back inside. There's our displays come back. Toggle chocks have been removed. Alright. Our chocks have been removed. Let's go ahead and get our... Well, before we do that, let's deploy flaps 3. Look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? I think we're going to put this aircraft in our rotation for flying. I mean, I love the model. And the sounds are actually pretty good. Like I actually want to say they're better than the A330 sounds. Now this looks like quite a lot of flap. I'm going to verify that that is indeed flap 3. That's flap 4. So there's flap 3. Doesn't quite line up with the Throttletek, but it's close enough. Alright, flaps 3 is set. Let's go ahead and move the start switch back to normal. APU bleed can come off. APU, emergency exit lights are armed. Seatbelts, we're going to need those puppies. Seatbelts are on. That's good to go. Seatbelts are on. Flaps 3. Ground spoilers is a push button. Those are armed. Auto brakes high RTO is checked. Takeoff config is back here. We'll go ahead and hit the takeoff config. Now, if somebody can tell me where the TCAS is, that would be fantastic. We're gonna go weather, auto, system 1. Does it actually show map display? I don't believe it does. I think it's bugged. Or not bugged, I just think it's not simulated like terrain mode either. So we'll go back to weather, and I remember what I did here. Nav, no, nav. Let's put airports up. Terrain up, but I don't believe it works. Alright, so that all looks good. I'll keep that as is. Alright, we're all set. Yeah, I know the ident button is here. Oh, it's on the co-pilot IFF? IFF off. Oh, are we supposed to turn the IFF? Oh, I guess that is the transponder. IFF. IFF all. Beautiful. Now we're transpondering. Alright. Let's go ahead and bring him out of feather. What's cool is you'll see the dust now is getting blown behind the airplane. Gosh, that look at that. I don't know why we don't have it on engines 3 and 4 right now where we're sitting. Might be a slightly bugged position. Alright, 3 and 4 are coming out of feather. Alright. Let's attempt to not roll backwards. Taxi light is coming on. I'm going to bring these up to flight idle first. Now I'm going to release the brake. so we don't roll backwards. Come on, baby. There she goes. It's working. We're taxiing. Now, the ground undulations in this sim are fantastic. I mean, it really feels like you're taxiing around on dirt strips. Go back to my ground idle. So what I've done for my Throttletek is I've actually put reverse idle as ground idle. There we go. Look at that. How cool is that? Alright, so we're going to take it all the way up here. And then we're going to attempt to turn around. If you guys see any windsocks, let me know. We're not going to take off into the mountain. Little nav map? No, nobody needs a little nav map. That's cheat mode, AJ. Look at the dust effects, though. That is so awesome. Magic Barrel Ref, it's, yeah, I don't think it's bound on this keyboard. 900 feet seems about right, though, where we are. Yeah, windsock not required on Pablo Ops. Oh, you know what I need to do? I want to go back to the camera here. I want to turn free look momentum. I realize free look momentum is on in external. Yeah, that jacks me up. There we go. All right, so we need to do a turnaround here. We could take off that runway, but I don't know. I think this one looks better. Yeah, Pablo Ops things, it's very rare. We don't need a lot of things on Pablo Ops. We're going to take up all available dirt runway here. Look at the wind blowing the grass, though. That is so cool. What's the best departure at a DW? Fork. Go over Lake Fork. Big bass. Alright, I gotta use cheat mode here because we need all available runway without falling backwards. There is a U-turn button? What do you mean? Oh, brakes, brakes, brakes. What's the U-turn button do? Okay, well, what's it do? Oh, to allow 90-degree turns? Does it not normally allow 90-degree turns? Oh, it improves the steering limit? Oh, well, we're fine. We had enough space. We might need that. Hey, we might need that for our destination. U-turn button around here. We'll have time to find it. Backup mode? Below the PFD. Oh, right here. U-turn. Okay, well, we might need that on our next operation. Alright, so let me see what we got. Do we have any runway behind us? Because I'm feeling that it's a little bit short. We're pretty much at the limit. Alright, well, full send, I guess. Trim is 2.1 degrees nose up. Let's get out of here. Let's bring it into flight idle. If you guys like Pablo Ops, make sure you hit the like button because I always think this is more fun than flying A to B. Look at the juice. I'm actually having second thoughts on this. I probably should have done a test takeoff. What is our plan if we crash? Well, where's the trim button? Let me make sure trim is bound. Is trim bound? I'm 2.1 nose up. Okay, so that actually works. I'm going to go 2.2 nose up just in case. Now, it's short field, right? We should be. This says short field for performance. All right, Yoga's in chat. Here we go. Let's do it from outside view. Spool them up 50. Man, Toga, let them spool up, hold the brakes, release. Here we go. Man, Toga, SRS, auto thrust, bleh. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I should have recorded this takeoff. Oh yeah, this is going to be too short. I don't like this. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Now, rotate. Hi-ya! Onto the brake, you're up. Fly with. Yeah. That was a little bit closer than I wanted, for sure. A little bit closer than I wanted. All right. That would have been really cool to have in replay mode. All right, we're in heading mode. Magic barrel ref, we'll go ahead and pull standard already. We'll lower the nose. Just a hair. Wait for our 1500. Here comes MCL. Power MCL, we're flaps 3. Going to flaps 2. Oh, there's a seatbelt sign? Barry V1 seal. I like that. Oh, we actually have a, uh-oh, what happened there? I changed the format. Flaps coming up. Now, what's interesting is where's like my regular plan view? Where'd you go? That's the one I want. In flight, cruising, the rudders, or excuse me, the ailerons feel very choppy. Does anybody else feel that? All right, we're going to proceed direct to the center line fix. All right, we're open climbing up. You see that? See how it kind of choppy? It chops over. Now watch my watch it from outside view. You see how they like just kind of jump up? Is that normal behavior? It doesn't do that in pitch. Fun fact: the frame button above the PFD turns on NVIDIA frame generation on the what? Frame button. This? No. What are you talking about? Get out of here, troll. Gringo Air SOPs V1 is over the treetops. Yeah, Migs, thank you for the 5 Canadian. We did it though. We made it, man. We're up and out. That was a tight one. That was definitely a tight one. All right, we'll go ahead and engage autopilot 1. We're climbing to 14,000. We're out of 10,000 feet. We'll go ahead and turn off. We never turned on our landing light. We'll turn off our externals. We'll leave the beacon and strobe. We'll put you on bright. There we go. Everything else looks good. Seatbelts. You're now free to move about the cabin. We are 58 miles. Let's go there at 270 knots. How's that sound? We'll slow it down just a tad. V1 SOP. Exactly, Migs. Did I even knock my side stick over? I think I almost knocked the camera view out. So do you guys like... I was going to put this view outside as well, but this is the one window that we have. I really like this view here. Did I miss a cabin tour? I don't... Is there a cabin? When we get up to cruise, we'll take a look at it. May as well tell V1 that Gullible is written on the overhead. Where at, Hunter? Is it really? Serious question, how are you liking the cabin bird so far? This cabin / bird so far? Well, I haven't actually looked at the cabin yet. We'll take a look at it here in a minute. Let me disarm the spoilers. Spoilers are disarmed. TCAS will stay in standby mode because we're not even really here. I didn't know there was a cabin. But let's see if we can't go look through one here. Oh, there is. I'll be damned. Look at this. What? Well, what's in here? Is this where we come out of the cockpit? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I guess this is where the cockpit is. And then you come out and you go down. I didn't know you could do this. What does this panel do? Cargo restraint. Wow, full-blown cargo panel here. Now, to my understanding, a lot of this is still classified, right? So they've pretty much simulated what they can simulate without getting suspect. Definitely a Loadmaster. Meant to say cockpit and functionality. But that's impressive level of detail back there, Migs. I agree with you. I agree. So this is that window view I have, but I might change it to just be hack view outside of the airplane. This is actually quite detailed in here. You got the rollers. Now the question is, can you open the ramp in flight? Surely you could open the ramp in flight, right? AJ, thank you so much for a $5 super chat. Good news, you didn't crash on takeoff. Bad news, you're no longer welcome at that airstrip. As the tribe leader bet against you. Yeah, I figure we're not going to be welcome there anymore, especially after blowing over their huts and stuff on takeoff there. I'm sure it was a nice prop blast. But thanks, AJ. I appreciate you, man. That's kind of a cool view right there. Look at that. I'll turn the sim sound down a little bit. Oh, that's not the right one. In cruise. I think I'm going to change this view. I think we're going to bring it forward in our hack view here. I think we're going to hack this view forward. No, we don't need to descend yet. Don't worry. We're going to be a little bit high on our profile, but that's by design. We just hit TOD. Now, I wish I had terrain mode available. The issue is with this airport that we're flying to, it's right on the back side of these mountains. So we're going to stay here at 14. Actually, I'll tell you what, we can drop down to maybe 11. Let's drop down to 11. Power idle, open descent. It's so crazy having auto throttle, auto thrust on a prop. Like the Airbus, but we're going to have to maintain about 10,000 until we cross the ridge, and then we're going to go full-blown tactical descent into the dirt strip. TCAS button is left of the IFF knob. Okay. There's a military op button just below the engine switches. What does that do? A military op? Mil ops. Power rating. Ooh. That allows us to go all out, huh? All right. I think we'll do one more leg in this puppy too. I think we'll take it down into like Johannesburg or something. I didn't realize this flight. I couldn't only find these strips within. I didn't know. I don't know the distances because I can't plan them out on SkyVector. They're nowhere to be found. Operation Dumbo drop movie vibes. J-Long, thanks for the $2, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, it kind of feels like that, doesn't it? Definitely kind of feels like that. Which airport is that? The one we took off from? The one we took off from was FAMQ, Ashton Airport. Took off at FAMQ, Ashton Airport. It's like an A380 with props. Exactly, Gray Shirt. And like I said, I know we're just kind of having fun with it, doing some dirt ops, but we might actually try to take it in. We'll second leg it to where can we go? Like Cape Town? How far would Cape Town be? And maybe we can actually, I know it has SimBrief integration. I've set it all up. We can see how it does with like going into a regular airport, you know. But I mean, it's way more fun doing this. That's if we survive the landing. King Air 260 and 360 has auto throttle? Really? Like a FADEC maybe? Like our full-blown auto throttle. That's crazy. Ponce to MDCZ? Nah, we don't need little nav map. That's cheating, AJ. All you need is this. But I don't know, like it doesn't tell me my distance. I wish it could tell me the distance in between here. Altitude track. We could go, I think FACT is the military base, isn't it? We could go down to FACT. I flew the A400M on a foreign mission in 2017 with the German Air Force. Really powerful aircraft. Wow, that's cool, man. Airbus Geek, that's awesome, dude. We would have to figure out where the transponder button is, though. I mean, so we have IFF 1, 3, ident. The menu button doesn't function. I'm not even sure how to change frequencies. 22.8? No. I'm not even sure how to change frequencies on that thing. That's the only problem with an airplane like this, is because so much is not simulated, I never know what is user error and what is not simulated. Landing in a military base with cargo on board might not be a good idea. That's true. But we'll have to offload. Maybe we'll do an offload up here. We might not survive the landing. Why'd you tell me? It's like tighten my seatbelt. Well, you'll see the strip. Matter of fact, we'll go seatbelts on. I do love the wing view. I love the aft wing view, like that right there. I'm starting flight school next month. Any advice? Just enjoy the ride, man. It goes by fast. It's easy to get caught up in trying to want to get done with everything and move on, but enjoy the ride, man. You're only a student pilot once. Miltech C-17 is pretty good. Not as good as the 2021, but still good. Interesting. Yeah, Joe Jogan, this is going to be a sketchy airport. You're going to see this right here. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to hand fly it down because it's actually quite enjoyable to hand fly. And I'm going to try to get FCR to do an FCR recording on this as well. Aren't you supposed to offload while airborne and over a swamp? This isn't officially sanctioned Pablo Ops. We're doing official military operations in South Africa, or unofficially official, officially unofficial. Any pro tips for Class 1 medical? Not really. Depends on where you're getting. If you're getting a Class 1 in the U.S., I mean, they're not really a big deal. I just got to make sure you're healthy, that's all. I'm going to use Flight Recorder because I feel like it's less buggy. I don't know if it'll record all the effects, though. I tried using the FCR, the embedded one, but, like, sometimes it doesn't, like, unembed itself, so I can't click stop and play. All right, here we are. Let's go ahead and prepare for landing. Well, that's the probe light. We don't really need that. Let's get our wing light, landing light, taxi light, turn-off lights are all coming on. Now watch this. I'm going to turn the auto thrust off. Clear that. Autopilot's off. Oh, I never did my perf data while we were cruising, dang it. Activate approach, confirm. Down we go. Manage speed. Watch this. We're going to drop it into flight idle. Speed brake is out. Recording is on. Welcome to Private Pilot. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. But there's our strip. So we're going to go bird on, flight director off. Now we're going to do a low pass to see if we can see anything down there of any importance. We're going to put the QNH in here just so it has some information. We'll call it 1013. I'm not sure what it is. And Barrow, this is not good. Oh no. All right, we'll just go back here. 123 is our VAP. Look at this. It always stutters when I go to outside view in this airplane too. That's kind of weird. Jonathan G, thank you, man, for the $10 super chat. Rip chat. We're about to end up on pilot debrief. And Bronco, bourbon for all. Hey, Jonathan, I appreciate that $10 super chat, man. Look at this descent rate. So we're going to set up for a low pass here. We're going to go right over the strip. We're going to assess our landing options. Our final approach speed will be 128. Johan says FAWK is the military base just north of FAOR. I'll look at it on the ground here. We'll see if we can find a second destination. I'm going to arm the grounds. I guess I can't arm them while the spoilers are out.
Pull up.
Sync rate check. Pull up check.
Pull up.
1,000.
All right, so we're going to go right over the runway here.
Pull
So
up.
I'm thinking, I'm going to see if we, so right now I got a 16 knot tailwind.
Pull up.
Oh, I need to inhibit the
Pull
jip whiz.
400.
Too low. Terrain.
So this is our strip. With a 16 knot tailwind here, I think we're going to flip it around and land towards the house. But we need to hurry up and get down because
Too low. Terrain.
the sun
Too
is
low.
setting.
Gear.
So we'll go ahead and make a left traffic
Too low.
because of the terrain over there on the left side. Let's go ahead and go flaps 1. We're already below the F speed. We'll keep it low. Low and slow here. We'll come up about 1,500 feet. Maintain about 160. Actually, we could probably stay here at 1,300. That's fine. Oh, no, we have to land this direction. Okay, so we'll just do kind of a teardrop. We'll spin it right back to the right. Yeah, because I don't want to land with a 16 knot tailwind there. So it's going to be essentially runway 18. Yeah, we got to spin it back around. All right, let's keep slowing up. Spoiler is armed. High. Auto brakes. Flaps 2. Keep turning, baby, keep turning. Alright, there's our, we're basically on an extended base. Let's lower the gear. This is where it gets really draggy. The gear take forever to come down. Really loud wind noise too. You can hear the wind noise start to come up. Alright, I see our strip off the nose. Flaps full selected. We gotta make sure we don't hit that building at the end. So we're gonna plop it right on the numbers, hopefully here.
300.
Oh, that's a little bit too low.
200.
Easy.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh gosh. Brakes. Brakes. You. All right. We are down. Let's taxi up, turn around. We'll reset. Drove the mains to China. All right, I'm going to stop that recording so I can save it. Since we got everything up and running, let's see if we can't do a turnaround up here. We'll make sure U-turn mode is on. I kind of want to fly this into the evening. A little more. Getting onto the dust. I want to get lined up right here. That looks good. All right, let's make sure we're in ground idle. Let's set the parking brake. Let's run these into feather. All right. I'm going to save this, and then we're going to continue on. A400M landing 1. I'm going to save that. We'll watch that at the conclusion. Low flyby along Cape Town. What is the Cape Town ICAO? What is the Cape Town ICAO? Let's go ahead and open the main cargo. We should probably shut down, huh? Let's go ahead and start the AP run. AP takes forever. FACT? Okay. Let me see how long it would take, how far it is from there. I'll get the APU spooled up. We'll get these off. Get the strobes off.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Hey CPT, today I fully recovered from my back surgery.
Hey,
Anyways,
very good.
what are we doing today?
Well, that's probably not the best flight to board if you just recovered from back surgery. But Captain Manny, thanks for the $3 bank angle check. That one's going to sting a little bit, but hey, I've seen some really hard A400M landings, so I think we're okay. I'm going to retract the flaps to 3 for takeoff. FACT, fact. All right, we're going to do that. Fact. And then once the APU is stable, we'll go ahead and shut it down. Matter of fact, we can probably wait. Go ahead and kill 3 and 4. They're spinning down. Come on, APU. Let's go to OFP. Let's go to home page. Now we are at FAQK. So I'm going to change this. FAQK to fact. What's that look like on the map? Alright, that looks good. Now I'm curious, can I load that? Can I send that to avionics? Probably not, right? That's alright. We'll reload it here. Alright, APU is up and running, so now let's go ahead and we'll kill engines 1 and 2. APU bleed on for pneumatics. Whew. And we're down. That's pretty cool. Gotta go get a beverage while we're sitting here. All right, let's load up the bird. So we'll come in here. We're gonna go flight number 357, enter. I'm watching the stream under protest. Hey, Key 6, I didn't get the 777F. That's why. That's why I didn't have it. FAQK. I had the wrong email to FACT. I gotta go back. There we go. No alternate. That looks good. We'll go over there. How far is that? We'll go over there at 14,000 feet. Departure. We'll probably blast off with a tailwind, so we're going to land on 3.6. So we'll insert that. Going into fact, arrival. Let's pick a long runway. How about, let's see, 3.4 probably for the winds. So we'll do, or 3.6, approach. Ooh. Let's do an RNAV. Let's just see what it can do. Let's do a 3.4, RNAV 3.4 via Auckland. I just want to fly this airplane on a regular. We're not going to do a star. But I want to fly this on a regular RNAV type of arrival. So we'll insert that. Okay. We might have to adjust our fuel situation. So let's come over here. It actually looks like this updated. FATQ to FACT. We should open the door so we can go walk out. Far as load is concerned, I think we have plenty of fuel. You think we can take any more cargo? I really don't think so. Especially with the tailwind. We'll add another 400 pounds. We'll go 10 tons. That's 100 tons. That's 100,000 kilos? That's a lot. Yeah, Canadian, you're absolutely right. I would 100% fly a passenger version of this. All right, our new zero fuel weight is 100. Or no, it's, 100.3 on the zero fuel. So let's come over here and we'll go back to perf. Oh, we need to do perf, fuel and load first. Zero fuel, we said 100.3. The zero fuel weight CG is 27.7. 27.7. We'll insert that. That looks good. Block fuel on board, we have 10.3. We burned hardly any fuel. Oh, I think I just refueled it. That's why. That looks good. Route reserve, we'll take a ton. No alternate required. We'll clear out the situation there. That looks good. Perf takeoff. We're doing a flap 3 for 3.6. Northbound. All right, we'll insert the takeoff data. 124 for VR. Cockpit from 380. Yeah, it's very similar. How do you show your aviator while walking? Backspace by default. Backspace by default. We'll set transition out to so it stops flashing at 14,000. Or actually, let's just set it at 10,000. I don't know what it is out here without 10,000. 10. Oh, it only lets me go to 1,000. 9,000. All right, that's fine. All right, we are set up for departure. We'll reset our flight directors. We're climb nav blue. Set top altitude to 14,000. Yeah, that's animals in the sim outside. I think we should go walk over there. You guys want to go for a little stroll as the sun sets? Make sure everything is ready to go. They're loading. I think we're ready to go. I'll put you back on flight plan, and I'll put you back on performance. All right. Let's go for a little stroll. Do a little post-flight walk around here, first and foremost. Make sure everything looks good. That's quite the beauty. I bought a 350 right now, headed to Hong Kong. Wow. 12 hours in, 2 hours left, and here comes Light Chop. That's crazy, Sir Bravo, that you can actually watch the stream on online or while you're flying. That's so cool, man. A couple people have tuned in and done that. I'll walk around the backside here. Our props look good. I actually really like this airplane, guys. It's really growing on me. You think it's grounded after this landing? No, Rojogan. Look up A400M hard landings, and you'll be like, yeah, this airplane is not grounded. We do have a hangar here. See how we get that stutter, though? That's that aggressive dynamic LOD. I guess there's really nothing here. It's a hangar. Hello from O'Hare Terminal 5. What's up, Joe Plains? Watch the animals don't eat you. Man, we almost got gored by some elk on our career mode. Looks like there's a little, I mean, this is Africa after all. I think we should need to do an Africa tour in just the A400M. Africa tour in props only. So many movies I've watched where that ended up badly. Wow, I just want to see right off the end of this hill here. I don't think there's... Jeremy, I love the shapes of those props. The aggressive curve on them. I wish I could zoom in. You need binoculars. Wow, alright. Oh, this will be cool. Look at this, walking back up to the airplane. How is the C-17? Is it any good? Jeremy, want a new theme? I'm on it. We might need one, Jeremy. We might need an Africa theme, my man. Look at this. I might take a screenshot of this. That's cool. Oh, yeah. Transall Winky, when the Transall drops for 2024, if it does. There's just something about this sim that I'm more engaged with, you know? Like, I did a 2020 flight before I went live, just testing some stuff out. And it's just... I don't know, man. Maybe it's the flight model that I miss, or like... I don't know. There's something more engaging about this sim, for me. Flight sim school, I'm right there with you. The ground textures look pretty good. Alright, let's close up shop. I wish we could walk in here. I can't quite walk in, so let's go ahead and we'll walk in. We'll let the screens reboot. That's a not any builds thing. Let's go ground services. We'll close door 1 left. We'll turn on the electric pump. Blue electric is on, so we can close our main cargo door. Gonna have to fly the Bourbon F-28. Oh yeah, well we'll have the F-28 for sure. Lord of War vibes, Tom. Alright, we're back in. Self-test reset for that. We'll put you back on fuel and payload page. We're ready to start. We got our beacon up and running. I'm assuming the lighting is super aggressive on the integral lights. We'll turn it down as much as we can. Alright. Is there another... Is there like a EFIS light here? ND brightness. Is this the only integral light? Where's the integral light for this panel right here? That's calm. Oh my gosh. It's right where it should be. Man, Airbus is doing Airbus things. Look at this. This is so cool. I wish we had A400M passenger ops. Oh, that helped. Well, hold on. There we go. Oh, well, we need a little bit of integral light. There we go. All right. Beacons on both. Doors are closed. Let's start them up. Ignition mode to ignition start. We're going to start one at a time this time. Start feather number 1. Mitchell Taylor, welcome to private or commercial pilot. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I appreciate you. Welcome aboard for our night flight in the A400M over to FACT, Johannesburg, right? Is that where we're going? Jeremy, it is fly-by-wire. This plane it's a fly-by-wire Airbus, man. Think of it as a 380 with turboprops. I love how quick they spool up. There's an avail. Start feather 2. I love the dust effects too. But see, we need a really good startup sound. As far as I know, you can start 1, then 2, and then 3 and 4 together. Well, that's what we did, and then somebody yelled at us. You know, chat knows best. Cape Town is fact. That's where we're headed. Cape Town, Cape Town. I'm pretty sure I've watched the A400M start them both at the same time. There is an avail, so we'll do 3 and 4 at the same time. Start feather on these 2. Could be a little bit smoother on that initial transition. The way it starts is great. It starts that rotation great, and then it's just a hair too quick. We'll use the HUD for this one if we can get airborne. Two avails. External audio. See, I hate how it freezes up like that when I'm trying to pan. Alright, now we'll take him out of feather. Look how the dust changes. I love that. Alright. Mill ops is selected. Auto brake RTO. U-turn off. Ground spoiler is armed. Takeoff config is checked. On departure, we're just going to fly essentially runway heading, and then we will go direct to that fix and see how this airplane handles on an RNAV. Alright, auto thrust is off, park brake, ignition, TCAS standby. I know there's a serve page somewhere, which we would need a serve page for this, but I still don't know where it is. Maybe we're supposed to just turn it on. I don't know. Alright, hold the brakes, here we go. Y'all ready? Flight idle. Let's juice them up. Yoga's in chat. Look at the airplane squatting. It's dragging the tires. Let's go. Alright, man, Toga SRS. Nav. Auto thrust blue. Thrust set. Oh, it's going to be tighter than the last one. Gonna be tighter than the last one. V1, rotate. Don't hit the tail, don't hit the tail. Oh yeah! Positive right here up. Oh yes. A little extra 400 kilos. See if I can't see. Yeah, there's our nav off to the left. Heading. Let's go MCL. We'll fly heading 270 into the sun. Start retracting our flaps. I love the looks of those engines. Go all the way clean. We're in South Africa, Andrew P. Imagine flying a turboprop with fly-by-wire. That would be so much fun. Okay, we're going to go direct to Oakland. Insert. Nav in, hard left turn, bank angle check to the left, here we go. This will be cool, taking it into the sunset here. Lower the nose here. Stay on that flight path vector, baby. Looking good. Wow, this is cool. This is actually, I'm falling more in love with this airplane the more the stream goes on. I was kind of like, what do we stream today? Because I knew we were going to do 777, so I was getting set up for that. And then I was like, man, I don't know what to do. We don't have a 777. We're going to do career mode later tonight. Let's try the A400M. It's an Airbus. Should be able to figure it out. And I'm actually really starting to enjoy it. And I'm really enjoying how it hand flies. The only thing I don't know about, I don't know if it's maybe something on my settings, but you see how it's like almost blocky when I go into roll, and you can see it happening on the, you see how it like, it like bangs down. You see that? And it bobbles. It's almost like it's wanting to try to snap roll or something. STDs for you and me are set. Have I tried the HUD? Yeah, the HUD. We'll use the HUD for landing. We'll use the HUD for landing on this next one. We should get used to the HUD. This is kind of our end goal for our career mode, right? Oh, we took off with the APU. Good thing we had extra APU juice on there. Hopefully the bleed logic is the same. But if we eventually get Barry Seal Aviation up and running in career mode, heavy cargo will be our end game. Why is the strobe light off? I turn the strobe light off? Yeah. There we go. Andrew P., welcome to Private Pilot, my man. Appreciate you joining the channel, supporting the V1 Nation here. Dude, thank you so much for that. You like my pinky? I'm still flying it like an Airbus, man. Pinky's out. I mean, it's fly-by-wire. I do have my MH16. I've adjusted. So what's cool about the Moza AB9 Base here is I've adjusted the sensitivities to make it just a little bit stiffer on the controls. I don't have any idea how it feels in relation to an A320, but this makes it feel just a little bit stiffer and a little bit more blocky. The HUD is super crisp looking. Do you see that? That is a great, that's actually a great rendition of a HUD there. That looks really good, I think. We'll go autopilot 1 on. We're out cruise. TOD reached, you say, huh? Really? Are we that close? I thought it was a little bit further away than that. Put constraints on. I'll tell you what, let's just, let's do this. Let's make, let's see if we can do this without crashing the box here. O-clim, constraints. Let's make it 8,000. At. Trying to reset my TOD here, but I don't want to mess up too much. So it actually reset. There we go. O-clim at 8,000. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. You must be you must do a tour around Cape Town. Okay, Johan Jacobs. Let's go. We'll do a little flying around Cape Town. How's that? We'll it's going to be sunset, so I think that'll actually look great. We may wind it back just a hair. Matter of fact, what time does it say we'll get there? It says I don't know where my clocks are in this thing. I don't know where anything is, man. We might wind this. So it's 1950 to O-clim. Current sim time now is no idea. Surely there's a clock in this thing. It's saying fact at 1955. I think if we did a couple long hauls with this thing and got really used to if we learned everything that's modeled, I think it'd be a lot of fun. So right now I'm still on the, like, yeah, I don't know if it's bugged or not modeled phase or skill issue phase, but if we fly it enough and learn everything that is modeled, same as it is on the other buses. No, it's not. It's normally right here. I don't see a clock. You guys are crazy. No clock in here. Oh my gosh, it's right there, 1946. Is there a clock on the lower ECAM of a 320? Is there really? Huh. So 1947, 1955 at our destination. So we're looking good. We might wind it back an extra 10 minutes then. I'll tell you what, let's do that so we have a beautiful sunset tour of Johannesburg. So I'm going to go weather, and I'm going to wind it back about 10 minutes or so. Let's just make it 1931. That way, by the time we get over there, it'll be a perfect little sunset tour of Johannesburg. We missed our TOD. Let's go ahead and scroll in 8,000. Can an Airbus fly an A400M? Well, so far, we haven't died yet. Power idle descent, down we go to 8,000. Tanner Hoyt, welcome to Commercial Pilot! Exclamation point, welcome for your new perks here on the channel. Glad to have you on board. Always a pleasure having new members tune in. Appreciate you. I meant Cape Town. What did I say? Johannesburg. I don't know where I'm at, dude. I've never been over here. Never been to Africa in real life. TCAS standby is going to piss me off. We got to figure this thing out. Nav, no. IFF 1 through 3. There, is that our squawk code? 7,000? Ident doesn't work. Menu doesn't work. These buttons don't seem to work. XY doesn't seem to work. Looks like we need some speed brakes. EMER IFF doesn't seem to work. Oh, there we go. That's dumb. You'd think it'd be up here next to the ident switch, but we're squawking 7,000. How on earth do you change your squawk code? Normally there's a serve page, isn't there? Because in the 380 there's a serve page. Wow, it really slowed down to honor that constraint. That was pretty cool. It's on the scratch on the radio. Yeah, I don't know. I mean... But like, how do you squawk 1200? Leave it to the French to make transponders way more confusing than they need to be. IFF mode 3 1200. What if I squawk mode 1? I guess it is military. I guess that's why it's so confusing. Huh. There we go. Mode 3 selected. I guess it's good to know that in case we do decide to take it on Aveo Premium. Let's get all our lights on. 7,000 is VFR in Africa? Is it really? Let's manually select speed of 240 here for our tour. Oh, mode 1 is the stuff that doesn't pop up on the ADSB? I got you. Yeah, Andrew P. That's what I was thinking. I thought for sure it was had that serve page because it reeks of 350 or A380, right? So I'm like, oh, it must have a serve page. But yeah, I forgot. I mean, it is a military aircraft. It's going to have a bunch of secret stuff, which would make sense. Okay, so military mode 3 is equivalent to civilian transponder. I got you. Jesse, what's up, man? Watch Q8 flying the 380 in 2024. Can't wait to get home and try it. I did see Q8 is back and streaming. I must have been under a rock, man. I did not know Q8 was back. Very happy to see him back. I'll have to check that out. I didn't know the 380 was functional in 24, but that is awesome. That's awesome stuff. So should we fly? Do you want me to fly out here in heading mode and go out to... I'll tell you what, let's get down lower. What is the restriction at or above 3? Let's do an open descent. We'll fly this RNAV approach here for a little bit, and then we'll fly out over the tip. Is that where we want to go? Out over that way? Let's increase speed to... Let's make it a little bit faster. Let's do 270 below 10. We are an A4. Let's do 280. Screw it. Can we do 280 down low? Let's do 280. Get my heading bug over there. We'll go along the coastline. I mean, it's bang on the nav. That's a pretty cool looking airplane, man. I gotta be honest with you. I'm liking it more and more every time I go. Look, left. What's to the left? Oh, free look momentum. Wow, look at all that out there. Look at that. That's cool. That looks beautiful out there. Aviator, you and me both, man. All right, we're out star at 3,000. We're going to break off the approach here in heading mode. I'll maintain about, oh, I don't know what that was all about. Let's go 260. Select heading. For cinematic purposes, make it 2,000. Oscar, yeah, for default, I'm actually really enjoying it. I want to fly it some more. I got to learn more about it because the airplanes like this that are, you know, to my knowledge, still classified. So they've modeled what they can model, but there is a higher level of stuff that's not modeled. So when you have an airplane like that, you really need to know exactly what is and what is not modeled. And so far, I've actually really been enjoying this bird. So I know what it is. As soon as I go to exterior view, I gotta wait a second or two before that, so it like loads in, because if not, it gets that little freeze. Africa Safari 2026. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen, man. I think it's gonna happen. So there's the airport. The trailing wing view is where the juice is at. Like, this is where the juice is at right here. This looks so cool. We've got plenty of gas. We'll kind of fly around here for a minute. We're going to watch the sunset completely because I want to see this airplane at night. Do a night approach maybe, or like real dark when all the lights come on. We got to make sure we don't hit any mountains up there. Look at the wave action down there. 2020 who? If only, I mean, this sim would have been so good. I don't want to just say perfect, but if you could download the whole sim like we did with 2020, if they didn't change it to streaming everything, but they kept the flight mod, they updated the flight mod, they did everything they did, except the only thing is they allow PC users to download the whole world like we did before and just stream the photogrammetry or whatever, it would have been eons better than what it is now at release, because I still think that's causing a ton of issues for everybody. Table Mountain at 3 o'clock. Table Mountain at 3 o'clock. Wow, look at that. So when I was in high school, I did valet at a Marriott hotel, And one of my good buddies, he was from South Africa. And it was hilarious, man. That dude was so funny. Are the formation lights not modeled? Oh, this is gonna be... Look at this view right through here. Wow, look at that. Man, look at the little resorts or something down there. New airplane smell, DJ. You're absolutely right, man. This is new airplane smell. I gotta tell you though, the A400 looks awesome. Like, it looks sick. I enjoy the physical look of this airplane. I really like it. I like it better than the C-160, if I'm being honest with you. It looks more aggressive, which is impressive for a French airplane. It just looks very aggressive. I love it. Let's take it out off the coast here and we'll circle back. See if we can spot any sharks. We'll do a little pirouette here. We'll come to the right and then we'll do a hard left turn.
1,000.
Then we'll literally drop down to maybe 500 feet along the beach on the way back. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it reminds me of the C5 too, Jeremy. You're absolutely right. C5 with props. Fly all around this cape. The Table Mountain view from the other side is a real postcard. You mean go right? So go right or left? $11,000 horsepower per engine. All right, he says go to the right. All right, let's go to the right. Hard right turn. Here we go. Let's slow down a little bit. Let's do 250 and let's set 1,000. Thrust throttle open, descent. We'll spin it in tight to the right here. Yeah, that's right. The C-17 is the smaller one. Yeah, it's more like a C-17, yeah. The C5 is big boy. What's crazy is if you look at the water, you can tell we're on this side. The wind is from the other direction, so there's not a whole lot of ripple on this side. Cool little detail. We're going to hug it in tight here towards the coast. I'm really surprised they don't have terrain mode on this airplane. Like modeled, you know, because they have it on the A330, right?
1,000.
Double check our fuel here. We are 8.5. We're good on the fuel, so let's bring it in tight to the coast. Yeah, every time I go to outside view, I get like a lock stutter. Oh, it doesn't work in the 330 Airbus Geek? My mistake. I thought it worked in the 330. Oh, this is going to be...
Too low, terrain.
We're going to need our Jip Whiz. Where's the Jip Whiz? The real Airbus.
Terrain.
It's up here. Where's the Jip Whiz?
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Next to the co-pilot's left hip. Okay, well there's a mountain right here. We don't want to hit this. Left, 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 left.
Too low, terrain.
Co-pilot's left hip, huh?
Too low, terrain.
Down here somewhere?
Too low, terrain.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure we clear this mountain.
Too low, terrain.
Gosh, this is going to drive me nuts.
Too low, terrain.
Attitude,
low,
heading, backup mode. no brake.
Too low. Terrain.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Too low.
Toss. No, we missed that awesome little area back there. RP Gamers, you got to make sure. To my knowledge, the only way I could take weights is it's in kilos, in kg. Even if the EFB is in pounds, the airplane won't take pounds. Yep, Dave Yetter, this is a fly-by-wire Airbus, man. I'll tell you what. Let's go autopilot off here for a second. Flight director off. I want to cut it in through this little gap up here. Well, I don't know. That might be kind of cool to go along this way. We'll go through the other saddle over here. Look at this. We'll go right along this line, coastline here. That would make sense. Yeah, if the U.S. never operated it, it wouldn't take pounds. That would make sense. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Wow. A little road. I want to go down that road right there. Covert government ops is always kilos. You're right, AJ. Thanks for the $3 super chat, man. You're absolutely right. How could I forget? You're absolutely right. Isn't there a lot of great white sharks out here? I'm pretty sure this is like Great White Shark Central. Oh, here we go. Let's dive it down. See, I love the sounds of the auto throttle working. Do I call it an auto throttle? Is it auto throttle, auto thrust if it's a turboprop? I don't know. Look at that. Okay, that is awesome. I'm glad we went all the way around, Johan. Is that a pool? Is that some sort of pool or a resort down there? Look at this. Wow. I bet that golf course is not cheap. Wow. I'm glad we took that little tour. Stay away from that pool. Last time we were in a bus, it didn't go well. You're right, Zippy. You're absolutely right. That looked like a stadium back there, too. Yeah. Look at the brake wall working. The wind is blowing this direction, but here's the ocean current. That's cool, man. I can't believe this is where we're at, flight simulation. I mean, I know y'all probably enjoy the sim if you're relatively new, but I mean, when you think back to the simming days when I started simming, or 98, 95, you see what like Microsoft Flight Simulator 5.0 looked like, and now we're looking at this. It's just absolutely incredible. I have a growing appreciation for this type of flying. This is just awesome. That's the 2010 FIFA World Cup Stadium. Wow. Zippy, you're on your new PC? Well, fantastic, dude. Welcome back, my man. Alright, we got to figure out how to land this thing here. I think we're going to land the other direction. go in here. Oh boy, destination. How do I change arrival? We got to do 1-6. We'll do a centerline fix for 1-6. And we got to come back to the right. We'll insert that. So let's make a tight right turn, and we'll set up for a straight in. That has been quite the scenic tour. Gregory, you're absolutely right, man. As if you never knew what flight sim was, you know, and this is like your first introduction to flight simulation, I don't think you could have the same level of appreciation, you know? Let's come right back to 1.8. Let's come all the way back to 160. Be a tight operation in here. There's something about having auto thrust with turboprops. It's so cool. Like, yeah, you don't have to worry about the torque, power levers. It's all doing its own thing here. It's so cool. We're going to fly this airplane more, y'all. I think this airplane has just cemented itself in our rotation. We're going to HUD this one. Alright, down we go. CF-16 center fix for 1-6 is the plan. Dive and drive. Down we go. We get the HUD ready. Could turn these inner DUs down a little bit. We'll go to perf. And there's our speeds. We're already activated. I don't want to manage the speed just yet, but we'll turn this on for landing. Below our F speed, flaps 1. Start slowing up here. DJ, you knew I'd love this plane, that's why you voted for it? Yeah,
1,000.
I do love it, man. It's got the it factor. You know, some airplanes, no matter how random they may seem, some of them just have the it factor where they draw you back to fly more. And this one's got it, man. This one's definitely got it. Can we go flaps 4 with the gear? This is where we got to learn. I'm gonna go flaps 4 with the gear up, and we'll see if there's any alerts or anything. The Aviator, I did see that. Latam ops. We're gonna end up doing some of that, man. Absolutely. We're gonna end up doing some of that. CF-16. Dunzo. Gear's coming down.
1,000.
Listen to the gear coming down. Let's get the recording up. Recording's up and running. Full flaps coming in. We'll drag it in low and slow here. We're way low. I didn't realize we were 8 mile final at 700 feet. That's right. Give us time to kind of set up our view here. I don't know if I quite like this view. I might need to move a little bit to the right and up. No, I don't know. I think it's all right. All right. Full flaps, gear down, level flight, looking good. What could go wrong? There's our runway out there. I don't know how to turn the auto thrust off without doing it. Without doing it that way. Ground spoilers armed, manual brakes. Whoa. We just hit alpha floor. What?
400.
Wow, okay, so we've got that modeled. Look at that. Man, Toga SRS nav, go around track. Okay, well, I mean... That's good to know, that that's all modeled. That is good to know. Reactivate the approach phase, confirmed. Let's just fly in there. I didn't know that was all modeled. Vertical velocity indicator is not working. It's not. VVI. Yeah, I don't see. Well, wait, isn't this it right here? Or does it come out of the flight path marker? It probably comes out of the flight path marker. All right, we're super low though. Let's figure this out here. I don't think that flight path marker is necessarily where it needs to be, or maybe my seat needs to be up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to drive it into the ground following that thing. It's like you hear ground roll early.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh my gosh, I don't know my side picture on this thing at all. No greaser. No greasing in the A400M. Not allowed to grease it. This is a cool light back here, though. What is this, like a tail light or something? That's pretty cool. Alright, well, we already did a shutdown and everything, so let's watch the replay. And then we're going to watch our other replay. No sense in going to the terminal or anything. It's the default airport, so I don't know what is modeled over here. Is this still FAQ? Because that sure felt like a FAQ. Migs, thanks for this 5 Canadian, man. No, this is fact. This is fact. This is not a FAQ for the fact. Oh, there is some bit of a terminal over there. Throw it to dark night and look at all the lights. All right, I will, Matt. Let's go ahead and watch that landing because I really want to watch the other landing in the dirt. We're going to analyze that one. So let's throw this in the replay here. Let's run it forward a little bit. The light is for loading in the dark. Okay, well that is awesome. Let's see how we did here. It did look like it was handcrafted logo lights. I actually did see a terminal up there.
300.
Pegnavos, this is the Premium Deluxe, I believe. Or Premium Deluxe or Aviator, I can't remember. It might have been Aviator. Whichever one had all the planes. But I remember that sound in the A330 as well. It's like it hits the ground level early
50,
or
40,
something.
30, 20, 10.
Ooh. Whoa. Hey, Jake. Thanks for the $3 super chat, man. Appreciate it. Rubber stamping the not service related forms. Yep. Yeah, so they need to work on that transition from ground idle, or full reverse to ground idle. Thanks, AJ. I appreciate you. You paid twice for the Aeroplane 707? What do you mean I paid twice? I never paid once. I never bought it. Oh my gosh, yeah, no flare. Even a little bit of a bounce. Yeah, see that transition? It needs work in the replay. Now that might be different in FCR. Maybe it works better in the FCR mod. Yeah, Matt, right. That's what I'm telling you. That you see these landings on YouTube, they're not greasers. These guys smash them. Mick says, really loving the look inside out of this bird, like that teal glow in the cockpit. How's system depth? Mix, I don't know enough yet about systems depth. I want to say it's maybe like a 70% airplane, 70%. But I also don't know enough yet to know what to test to see if it's legit or not. So, but if you stick around, I'm going to load up our other replay. I'm going to learn this airplane more. I'm definitely going to find out more about it. Let's open up this line. All right, it's going to do a... It's got to reload in here. Give us a second. It's taking a minute to load in. We'll actually let it get full dark for our tactical approach. And the thing is, the sounds are close to good. You know, like there are some when you're flying it around on approach and everything, the sounds are good. What's the gear warning? Is that a gear warning horn? Oh yeah.
1,000.
This was our flyover. Landed mine at Nellis, kept it a few knots above ref, and I didn't have to flare, and it was pretty soft. All right, maybe that's. I think I'm just getting too slow. I'm not used to that drag, man.
400.
Disc drag. It's very similar to a 380 cockpit, Zach. Very
300.
similar. This was our flyover here. It'll be cool to put the camera down there and watch this fly by. All right, so just running forward. But we determined that would be landing with a tailwind. We did our little S turn, maneuver back. Puts us back on final right here. Gears coming down. Are you using the Wing F16X stick with the shaker? I love that along with F18. Ah, ammo. No, hey, good to see you, man. I was just thinking about doing some Lear ops. No, this is the Moza AB9 base and the Moza grip. That's the Moza grip. So it's force feedback. The base is force feedback. So you can, it simulates vibrations and everything like that. Now I have that all turned off because I don't know if you feel any vibrations in the A400M. I may have to try to get prop vibrations on for the A400M. But yeah, this is the Moza AB9 and their MH16 grip. Exclamation point specs. We'll get you the specs, man. The Aviator, the PC-24 is bugged, right? None of the switches move. So that's why I haven't flown it. I was going to do a CJ flight, because I do like that CJ4, but...
40, 30, 20, 10.
No, Infinite. Oh my gosh, we smashed that so hard. Look at the vortices of like trying to form behind the airplane. Oh my word. We're gonna have to put, oh, okay, that is so cool. Hold on. Hold on. Pause. I'm gonna stop the replay. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go into Shift C. Now, I actually don't know if will this work? Oh, I can't walk. I can't walk in when it's in replay. Hold on, let's turn it up. I can't zoom in either because I'm in my third person view. I'll have to go to drone cam, but this will look pretty cool. Yeah, we hit hard on this one. We hit hard. But I didn't want to hit the house, man. Oh. Let's see if we get sounds coming up here. Yeah, I wish we had more sounds. Uh-oh. That's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go drone cam. So what I need to do is go keyboard. (2020). Hold on, I need to do another thing here.
Couldn't find valid airport data at this position. Services are not.
Oh, frick. Huh, alright. Alright. Now let's see. Yeah, the sounds they don't really play in external view very well. Oh, brother. We were hanging on the props. Oh! Look at, you could see the rotation though. You can actually see how it's a vortice. That's pretty cool. That was a definite kablamo. But yeah, it's a bummer about the sounds. I wish any builds could get their sounds figured out. Look at this. Do you think that's a write-up? A hard landing? Definitely not a smooth landing. Maybe the sounds would be better if I used FCR. I don't know. Ooh. Default aircraft have to be below a certain loudness threshold? Really? Is that true? If so, that's super, super lame. Alright. Actually, you know what?
300.
Let's do this. Let's see our flyby. It might be too high up. We'll see. It's outlined in the SDK. Well, that's super lame. That means the L1011 is going to be super low, too. That's a bummer. Yeah, that's... What is it, for Xbox kids, probably? Yeah, see, it doesn't... You don't hear any sounds hardly until it's right up on you. Look at those lights, though. A400M sound pack when? Alright. Alright. That's it for now. Well, that was fun. I'm glad we did that A400 flight. I am glad we did this A400 flight. It's going to be added to the rotation for sure now. We're going to wrap it up here. Shorter stream today. Just having some fun testing the A400. I did not think it was going to be that enjoyable though. So I'm going to do some more research on this airplane, learn a little bit more about it, figure out, get a little bit more proficient with everything. And I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So that's going to wrap this stream up, though. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the bank angle checks. Migs, AJ, Callie Simmer, we survived. Nobody's hurt. Captain Medi might have some more back issues after tonight's stream, but, you know, we'll be fine. We'll smooth it out tomorrow. We're going to be going live this evening. We're going to be going back to career mode. We're going to be doing some flight instructor instruction, if you will, for some ferry flights. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will see you later tonight. If not, I will see you tomorrow. I'm V1. Stay safe. Stay healthy. See you.
200.
Okay, well that didn't work.